Yeah, despite the boos from their own fans, Chelsea left it late to squeeze past Leicester. Man City on course to repeat their treble of last season with that comfortable win over Newcastle. Coventry in their first FA Cup semi-final since 1987, and of course they went on to win it that year after two injury time goals stunned Wolves and Manchester United with that 120th minute winner from Amad Diallo, which we shall talk more about in a moment. But United boss Erik ten Hag thinks his side have shown they have the potential to start winning trophies again.
We are in a process and in a trajectory together, and we will achieve our goals because you see this side have a high potential, and when we get everyone on board, you will see where we have even more potential, and we can achieve a lot. And we want to go back to a club, fight for silverware, not only fight, but we want to win. We have a long way to go, but you see the potential.
Tomo, did you see the potential?
I did do the first half. I thought they were very good, but it was only to be expected. It's what I thought. They couldn't do what they did at Anfield and just sit back. So I was expecting a much better performance, and I got it. United went for it. Didn't want to concede that sort of goal in the first 20 minutes. But yet they were good. We were sloppy in possession. So yes, they were better. Are they convincing? Probably not. And I think even Manchester United fans would say, yes, it was a great result. You can't get away from that. But there was spells in that game when they were poor. They were just chasing shadows, and certain players were just flinging their arms all over the place as though they were the only ones who were trying.
First text in this morning.
No.
Yeah, another Liverpool loaded love show. Shame Danny Murphy isn't on it as well. Yep, welcome to Klopp FM. If you've not listened to us before, we're normally with you between 6 and 10 on Mondays and Tuesdays at least. Look, for Liverpool, it means the chase for the quadruple is over. And Jurgen Klopp told talkSPORT that being in all four tournaments has been tough.
When you're in control, finish the game up, that's how it is. But with all the games in our legs and stuff like this, it's really tricky to be always the best version of yourself. So, bit of luck and we win here. We would have deserved it, but bit of luck for United and they win. So that's how it is, and that's what you have to accept. But the competitions, as a little hint, I have no clue why the FA thought it makes sense that this is the one competition where you cannot change a sixth player. Obviously, when they told me before the game, it was obviously before like this, I just forgot it. And all other competitions you have in extra time, you have a six sub. FA thought, make it a bit harder. So that's really, so nobody's obviously pushing you. You have to push yourself as far as you can. That's what we tried today. We couldn't do it. Let's keep going.
Is he right at all when he says that at least that's two less games for Liverpool now? Looking
at it, I look at managers and they do look at minutes in the players' legs. And Manchester City do it very well. Obviously, they've got two great teams, if you want. They're able to to manage the minutes in them. This Liverpool team, don't forget, the young lads have come in and took a lot of the minutes off any of the older players. So that's been good. I can see what he says. The quadruple was always difficult. And they ask us older players, like, what do we think? And I always thought it was going to be difficult. You can ask Manchester City trying to do that. So I would have a look and think, yes, it's nice, but I'll tell you what, I would like to have given it a shot and gone, as we did do to the very last game a couple of years ago.
Yeah, he hasn't made many mistakes, but do you think he's regretting taking Mo Salah off when he did?
I think there's always a possibility with Mo, because, as you can see, he may have been quiet in the game, but there's always an assist in him, there's always a goal in him. So, yes, I don't think he'll have any regrets, because, listen, some of his substitutions have been one of the plus points about not just Liverpool, but Jurgen Klopp and how he's handled the players and the benefits. I think we've scored more goals from substitutes than any other team by far. So I think the impact that they've had, I think, has been absolutely wonderful for Liverpool.
So it's Chelsea, Man City and Manchester United against Coventry. I think Mark Robins might just be the focus of attention going to that one, don't you? We'll talk about that more a bit later on. But just want to say one thing early on. Amad Diallo, who's been overlooked all season long, he has scored the most important goal of his life. It's his most significant ever contribution to Manchester United. He goes and celebrates, and he gets booked for taking his shirt off and then sent off. Who thought that booking people for taking your shirt off was a good idea? It is stupid. Stop killing the joy in football. Stop trying to kill off celebrations. The boy was over the moon. Let him enjoy his moment. Don't send him off, for goodness sake.
Do you know, I looked at the referee and I looked at his face and I thought, and as much as I was so angry, so frustrated, I was looking at the referee in the background as they were celebrating. I went, oh no, he's going to get... I can see his eyes. It was like lighting up as though, I'm going to make a sort of nice, sort of pretty name for myself here. And I thought, no, he's a young kid. He's just scored one of the great winners in football in the FA Cup quarter-final. And you've ruined it for the kid. And he trudged along that tunnel. I was thinking, no, this is not the game of football.
What's the idea behind that law then? Why on earth do they have to book players for taking their shirt off? What is so offensive about that?
I don't get it. I never have got it. You know, players do it. It's part of celebrations. It's not hurting anybody, for goodness sake, is it? What rules? What's it going to do? If you had political statements on the inside of your shirt, maybe, but it's not. These players just want to do it. They want to celebrate it. They want to celebrate with the fans, with the players. Oh, come on, do me a favour.
Yeah, no, completely agree. Ash, the Newcastle United fans, texted and said, woken up extra early to hear Shirley Temple and Jeff Stelling today. Don't worry, Phil. Keep your hair on.
Keep my hair on. I think he was talking about me perm, I think.
He was, yeah. Where did you have your perm?
I was last year. Great days.
talkSPORT Breakfast, waking you up Monday to Friday morning from 6 a.m. on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.